Today, on Rent Smart with JDG, we're going to chat about tenant etiquette, how to be a great tenant and a good neighbour. Renting a property isn't just about having a roof over your head. It's about creating a positive environment for yourself, your landlord, and the people around you. A little bit of consideration goes a long way. First things first, paying rent on time. It's one of the most important parts of renting. Your landlord relies on that income, and if there's ever an issue where you might struggle to pay, the best thing you can do is communicate. Don't wait until you've missed a payment. Reach out early and see if there's a way to work something out. Landlords appreciate honesty, and it can prevent unnecessary stress for both sides. Now let's talk about looking after your home. Even though you don't own the property, it's still your space, so treating it with respect makes a huge difference. Keeping things clean, reporting maintenance issues promptly, and handling small tasks like changing light bulbs or cleaning filters can go a long way in keeping things running smoothly. If you notice something like a leak or boiler issue, don't ignore it. Letting your landlord know early can prevent a small problem from turning into a big one. Then there's being a good neighbour. If you live in a block of flats or a street with shared spaces, being mindful of others makes for a much better living experience. Nobody likes being woken up at midnight by loud music or heavy footsteps. Keeping noise levels reasonable, especially in the evenings, is a small courtesy that can prevent tensions. The same goes for parking. Sticking to your designated space and not blocking driveways is just one of those simple things that keeps everyone happy. And let's not forget about rubbish. Leaving bins overflowing or dumping things in communal areas isn't just unpleasant, it can actually lead to complaints from neighbours or even issues with your landlord. Knowing your bin collection days and keeping shared spaces tidy is such an easy way to stay on good terms with the people around you. One thing that's often overlooked is sticking to your tenancy agreement. It might be tempting to make changes to the property, but before you start drilling holes or painting walls, check what's allowed. If you'd love to make some updates, just have a chat with your landlord first. Most will be fine with small changes, as long as they can be reversed when you leave. The key here is communication. Whether it's about decorating, pets, or even needing an extra set of keys, it's always best to ask first. Speaking of communication, having a good relationship with your landlord or letting agent makes life so much easier. If there's a problem, report it in writing so there's a record of it. If a repair needs to be done, being responsive and cooperative will help get it sorted faster. And when it comes time to move out, giving proper notice makes the whole process smoother for everyone involved. Finally, let's talk safety and security. It's easy to get comfortable in a place and forget the basics. But things like locking doors and windows when you go out, checking smoke alarms, and keeping an eye on anything that might need maintenance are all part of being a responsible tenant. If you're going away for extended periods, it's always worth letting your landlord know. It helps them keep the property secure while you're gone. At the end of the day, being a good tenant comes down to respect for the property, for your landlord, and for your neighbours. A little bit of effort goes a long way in making renting a smooth and enjoyable experience. Thanks for watching Rent Smart with JDG. If you've got any of your own tips on being a great tenant, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, follow and share for more useful renting advice, and see you next time.